Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm so excited to do. It is going to be all about skincare in today's video. I'm going to be going over some of my most used products, some of my favorites in my skincare routine, explaining how I use them and why I love them. I was going to do kind of like a 2019 best of skincare video, but I really just wanted to share current favorites, products that I've been loving even before 2019. A lot of these products I've been using for several years now, and I try to do an updated skincare video about twice a year, and it's been a while since I have done my last skincare focused video. I did also want to say that there is a sponsor on today's video, and thank you so much to Sigma Beauty for working with me on this video. I am wickedly excited to work with Sigma. They have been one of my favorite brands for such a long time, before I even had a YouTube channel, and to be able to work with them, this is my first time working with them, and I'm truly just, I'm so excited. So what we are working on and why I am working with them on a skincare video is that they have recently launched their skincare brushes individually. So Sigma Beauty released a skincare brush set, and they have now released all of the brushes individually. So if there's any that you wanted to pick up or any that you wanted multiples of in your collection, you can now purchase them individually. So I'm going to be going through each of the different skincare brushes before I hop into some of my favorites and most used skincare products. Thank you so much to Sigma Beauty for working with me on this video, and why don't we go ahead and get started. The first one I want to talk about is my personal favorite, is the one that I use the most. This is the S01. This is the clay / mud mask brush. So this one has the silicone tip on it, and it's really good for being able to apply even like a thicker mask onto the skin. I am someone who, I'm very weird about using my fingers with certain things. I don't actually love swatching makeup, which is kind of strange, but if I'm using like a thicker mask or something that is maybe like a clay or a charcoal mask, it's a little bit darker. I don't like, especially because I have longer nails, getting it underneath my fingernails. It drives me crazy. So this is why I love this brush so much. When Sigma originally came out with the skincare brush set, this is the one that I kept going back to and kept going back to. So this is definitely my favorite one, so I wanted to mention this one first. Again, this is the S01 Clay Mud Mask. This runs for $13. Next one that I want to talk about is the spatula. This is the S02 Spatula. This is $11. This is to scoop and mix skincare products. So again, just like with the clay mud mask, you have the silicone tip on here. So you can either, again, be reaching into the jars for the skincare products that you are using. You can use it to mix. You can, you can use it to apply. You could use it to spot conceal around the face. So there's a lot of different options that you could do with the spatula as well. And then moving on to the S05 Moisturizer brush. This one is $16, and this is to gently apply your moisturizer. The thing about using the brushes for skincare almost feels a little bit more luxurious, almost feels a little bit more spa-like. Moving on to the serum. This is the S10 Serum. This guy is $16. This is to evenly apply liquid and also gel serums. So I feel like this is kind of one of the more unique brushes in the set. Again, you can use this to apply the gel and serums onto your skin. Typically when I'm using this one, I apply the product to the back of my hand, and then I pick it up with the brush, and that is when I then place it onto my face. Moving over to the S15 Gel Mask. This one is $14, says swirl gel masks onto skin. So again, with brushes, just like with makeup brushes, and you can kind of use them for your own thing, you can definitely use this for a gel mask. We do have another brush that is for an eye cream, but you can also use this for an eye cream. You again can use it to spot conceal, or again, you can use them for a serum. So I actually kind of use this brush for a variety of different purposes. So again, while each brush has its own individual, kind of best use of, just like with makeup brushes, you can use different brushes for different items that you need in your skincare collection. And then, like I said, we do have the eye brush. So this is the S20. This is the eye cream. This is $12. So it's good for applying eye cream without tugging. So that is nice, is important, because especially on the under eyes, it is very easy to, especially when using your fingers, to kind of be pulling and tugging on that area, which is not what we want. That is not what we want for under the eyes. So if you use something, and when I use this brush to apply eye cream, I recommend holding it at the very end of the brush and then just very lightly tapping in your eye cream, and then that's going to help to not have that tugging motion on the really delicate skin on your under eye. So those are all 6 of the skincare brushes that are now available individually at Sigma Beauty on the website. I am a Sigma affiliate, so I do have my discount code, which is Samantha. You can use that on the skincare brushes. You can use it on their makeup brushes, their makeup, their cleaning tools, whatever it may be. If you're placing an order with Sigma, you can use that code for a bit of a discount. A great thing about Sigma brushes is that they all do have a 2-year warranty, which is pretty amazing. I think that's a great thing that goes for their skincare brushes and also their makeup brushes as well. The brushes are also cruelty free, so I think that's just fantastic also. And again, thank you so much to Sigma Beauty for working with me on this video. This is really very exciting to me. Thank you guys for continuing to support me. I'm really excited to do a skincare video. I was the skincare influencer of the year at the American Influencer Awards back in November, and I know a bunch of you guys voted to have me receive that award, so it really does mean so much to me. So this video is just like all kinds of exciting for me, so thank you so much. But again, I will have the Sigma website linked in my description box along with my code, and I will link out the brushes as well. I would love to know if you've tried the skincare brushes yet, or what brush do you think calls to you the most. Please do let me know in the comments. I did want to say that I do have a bunch of like new products on my face right now. I'm actually in the middle of filming a wear test for the Bite Beauty foundation. I believe my video will already be up by the time this video goes live, so if you want to see what I'm thinking about the foundation, I did a very simple eye look today that I filmed over on my Instagram using a new palette from Juvia's Place and some new lashes too, and I'm trying to decide what I think about them. So I'll link that tutorial down below, and it's like -12 degrees out right now, so I actually have 2 shirts on and this giant Sherpa sweater. So like, don't make fun of me, but it is, I'm in Iowa and it is really, really cold. We have like a huge winter storm heading our way, so like try not to make fun of me too much. Okay, before I jump into the products, I did just want to tell you a little bit about my skin. Now, if you have seen my skincare videos in the past, a lot of times right in the title, I talk about having dry skin. My skin has changed a little bit throughout 2019. Halfway through the year, I started to notice that my skin, I thought it was looking a little bit more oily. I would get more shiny throughout the day when typically I was always very dry. After doing a little bit of research online, like I didn't visit a dermatologist or anything I really wanted to, but I did some research online and I found what I think my skin issue is that I actually have very dehydrated skin. That can cause a lot of congestion. It can cause a lot of breakouts. It can kind of have you be looking a little bit more oily yet still dealing with dry patches at the same time, which really did describe what was going on with my skin. So I wanted to just kind of explain that and touch on that just to give you a little bit of an idea of what my skin is like. I typically have sensitive skin also, and I'm 32 years old, so not the most youthful skin, also not the most mature skin at the same time. So just kind of wanted to share that with you because since my skin changed a little bit, my routine did switch up a little bit also. So I have some new products to talk about in here that I've been trying. A lot of these are old staples though. I really wanted to include a lot of the products that I've been using for years that I've repurchased several times myself as well, but I do have some new products in here also that I will share with you and kind of how I use them. Of course, I don't use all of these products at the same time. I try to narrow it down to only 1 or 2 in each different category, but again, I don't use these like all at the same time on a daily routine or anything like that, so just wanted to let you know. But a new product that I've been trying, I purchased this from Fourth Ray Beauty, which is the ColourPop skincare brand. This is the Waterfall Gentle Tonic. This runs for $14, and I was really curious to try this out, especially when I started to have dehydrated skin. One thing when your skin is going, like if it is dehydrated, one issue that can cause that is that you're using too many products on your skin, or you're essentially stripping your skin. I actually used to cleanse my skin in the morning too. When I would wake up, it was a part of my skincare routine to use a gentle cleanser. I didn't use something that was foaming, and I didn't use anything that was exfoliating in the morning, but for the past month or so here now, I have cut that out. So in the morning, I will either spritz my face with some micellar water, or sometimes I'll just splash my face with water, and then I will come in and use this toner from from Fourth Ray Beauty. One reason that I want to make sure my face is wet before I use this is because this does have hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is really great for hydration, but you want to make sure your skin is already wet, moist, damp, whatever word you want to use. You want to make sure that you're not putting something with hyaluronic acid onto dry skin, because then what that is doing is it's actually sucking the moisture from your skin and it's going to make you more dry. So hyaluronic acid is a really popular ingredient. It's a really popular skincare ingredient, but you have to make sure that you are using it in the way that it's intended to be used. The reason I went for this one is because it's a very gentle tonic. It's alcohol free, which is really important. That's not gonna help dry out the skin also. If you guys can see that I have really been enjoying it, so I wanted to mention that one. Another toner that I really do enjoy, this is from Pixie Beauty. I know that this is a comically large toner, but I got this sent to me from Pixi, and that's why it says Samantha's Glow Tonic on it. And I have gone through, I've gone through a big jug of the Glow Tonic. I've gone through smaller travel sizes of the Glow Tonic. This really is a favorite skincare item of mine that I've been using for several years now. I'll link some of my other skincare videos too in the description box, because I know this video is probably going to be a little bit longer, so I'll try to get through some of the products that I've talked about in length multiple times. I'll try to move through those a little bit quicker. But this is a 5% glycolic acid exfoliating toner. So what glycolic acid is good for is exfoliation. I don't use this every single day because, again, I want something to be a little bit more gentle, but it's still a fairly gentle toner for exfoliation. I just don't use it every single day. This one is also alcohol free and it's good for brightening and then also anti-aging. Next up, moving over to some serums. One that I've talked about quite a bit is from Drunk Elephant. This is their C-Firma Day Serum. So this has 15% L-ascorbic acid or vitamin C in here. The full size runs for $80. I have gotten quite a bit sent to me from Drunk Elephant, but this is a product that I would repurchase. I do have a video all about Drunk Elephant skincare and what items I would repurchase and what I wouldn't. So I will link that, but I really do enjoy this one. Vitamin C is really great for anti-aging. It's also really good for brightening. You have no essential oils or fragrance in this one, which I think is really great too. Looking at the ingredients, and the packaging is really nice for this vitamin C serum. Another serum that I've really been getting on with is this one from Olehenriksen. This is the Glow Cycle Retin-Alt Power Serum. So this has AHAs and then it has a natural retinol alternative to it. So this one runs for $58. It's good for fine lines, for wrinkles, for texture, and also for brightening. This one, because it is a little bit more of a gentle serum. I've touched on both of these Olehenriksen was it Retin-Alt, the alternative to retinol, in past YouTube videos as well. But again, I like it because it's a little bit more gentle. I don't get like a tingly sensation when I use these products from Olehenriksen. So I typically use this in the AM. And then this one here is from Good Molecules. This is their Super Peptide Serum. It says formulated with tripeptides to target fine lines, wrinkles, and dullness. You can find Good Molecules on the Beautylish website, and this serum runs for $12. Peptides are really fantastic for anti-aging, and because I am in my 30s, that is something that I think about. So a peptide is, hopefully I'm going to say this correctly, but it's basically a protein that supports collagen and elastin in the skin, which helps give us a more youthful appearance, which can help have the skin look a little bit more plumper. So peptides is something that I have really been interested in for a while, and I got this sent over from Good Molecules and Beautylish, and when I looked at it, I looked at the ingredients, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I need this in my skincare routine. And once again, I don't know if you can see it through the clear bottle, but I use this one quite a bit as well. A lot of times I will use this in my AM routine as my serum, and I think that it's a great option. Okay, and then speaking of peptides and how great I think they are in skincare, this is a cleanser from Ofra. This is their Ofra Peptide Cleanser Maximum Cleansing Benefit. It says a dramatic new peptide skincare authority for all skin types. So this is, once again, I find this to be a really gentle cleanser. I was using it a lot in the AM before my skin really switched, but I really did enjoy it. Now I will typically use it in the PM, but this one runs for $24, and it's also nice for hydrating the skin. Another cleanser that I have been using for many years now is from Dermalogica. This is their special cleansing gel. This is $39. Again, I really like this one because it's a gentle cleanser. It's why I've been using it for so long. Even when I was cleansing my skin in the AM, this was a lot of times what I was reaching for because again, it's not foaming, it's not exfoliating. My skin just feels very clean but without being overly stripped. So I've been a big fan of this one for quite some time. Moving over to some oils that I really enjoyed. This one here I've spoken about at length on YouTube as well. Again, from Good Molecules, this is their Squallin Oil. This runs for $8 and you get 0.44 fluid ounces. So it's a lightweight facial oil to soften, seal in moisture, and regulate the skin's natural oil balance. This was really interesting to me when I did look up the ingredients because one of the main things that it says for Squallin Oil is that it is good for dry or dehydrated skin. When I was using this, when I was first really struggling with my skincare, this was, I don't want to say an instant fix because there's not really a lot of instant fixes, but this was truly within a few days. I noticed a huge difference in my skin. I've been so happy with this little guy. I have used quite a bit also in here, and this is one that I will definitely repurchase. Another oil that I think is really fantastic that I wouldn't have expected to love is this one here from First Aid Beauty. This is their dry oil. I use this and I take this traveling with me quite a bit, so this is like almost completely rubbed off, but it is their one with actually cannabis sativa oil, and also oat is in this one too. This one runs for $30. Once again, this one stresses that it's good for dehydrated skin and it's good to soothe skin. If you're having a lot of redness, it's supposed to be good for acne, even for acne and even acne scarring. I have seen a lot of really fantastic reviews on this one, especially when people describe their skin as like freaking out. This is an oil that they go to and it really helps soothe and calm that skin back down, which I think is great. Once again, I'm halfway through. You probably can't see it very well, but I am halfway through this bottle. And then moving on, this is another product from Drunk Elephant. This is the TLC Sakari Babyfacial. So this one has 25% AHA. It also has 2% BHA. This one runs for $80. So this is actually a mask that you apply because I do have sensitive skin, and this is again 25% AHA in there. I only use this once a week. I use it every single Monday. I have a routine down. I use this on a Monday. I apply a thin layer all over my face and I leave it on for 20 minutes. I don't recommend using this several times throughout the week, or if you don't have sensitive skin, I would say kind of build up to using it because it is a very powerful product. This one is also really good for anti-aging. It's really good for cell turnover and just really exfoliating that top layer of skin to reveal smooth, brighter, more youthful looking skin, which is great. But I've been using the Babyfacial for several years now. Again, a product that I would repurchase myself from Drunk Elephant. And then one I have from Pixi, this is the Peel and Polish. This runs for $24. So it says this is a resurfacing concentrate or radiance revealing enzyme peel. So some of my notes that I wrote down on this one is that it is going to gently exfoliate. This one has lactic acid in it as well. This I put on and I only leave this on for about 2 minutes. I think that's what it says actually. Yeah, on for up to 2 minutes. So this one works very fast, but your skin feels very soft. You kind of instantly see the brightening effect after you use this mask. This is a really nice option from Pixi. This next item here is from Fresh, and while this is a bit of a newer item for me, I've had it for a couple months now. From the first time that I tried this, I was like, what is this and why have I heard no one talk about this, and who all can I tell about this mask? So again, this is from Fresh. This is their Lotus Youth Preserve Rescue Mask. It says Seaweed Radiance Facial. So this runs for $62, so it is more expensive, but you do get 3.3 fluid ounces in here, and it comes in this glass jar. Alrighty, so what this one says is that it's good for dull, rough, and uneven skin. This one says that you apply a thicker layer all over the skin and you leave on for 5 minutes and you rinse off. When you rinse it off, I can immediately tell that my skin feels smoother and that it does look brighter, and it also feels a little bit more hydrated. You know, sometimes after using certain skincare products, again, your skin will feel really clean, because that's what I want. I want my skin to feel clean but not stripped. But with this one, it still almost gives you more of like a dewy look even after you rinse it off. But once again, I feel like this is really good for redness and for calming irritation. I really like to use this if there's times where I'm really feeling like I have a lot of redness. I especially have a lot of hormonal breakouts around my mouth, along my jawline area too. when I'm really having a rough night and I'm feeling very insecure about my skin, I will use this at night and I can just tell such a difference in the morning. This has been one of my favorite products. I use it a couple times a week, usually at least 2 times a week. I've just been such a fan of this. I know Fresh actually just expanded their Lotus line. They sent me a couple products to try from them and I'm really excited because of how much I love this mask here, but highly recommend that one also. Next up, another staple product that I've had from Drunk Elephant is the TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. This runs for $90. Again, this has been a favorite product of mine, one that I would repurchase as well. This one is really good for congested skin, so that's why I really wanted to talk about this one as well. If you feel like you are maybe having a bit of dehydrated skin and that's causing congestion and it's causing a lot of breakouts, this could be a really good product to look at. It's also good for skin texture and tone. It's going to help dissolve the skin cells as well and just kind of give us a more youthful appearance once again. And it's also really good for unclogging pores, which again has been, you know, one of my issues with my skincare. So I like using this at night. This is my most used night serum at the moment. Another option for a night serum, going back to Olehenriksen, this is their Goodnight Glow Retin-Alt Sleeping Cream. So this one is $55. Again, it has that retinol alternative. Retinol is really good for the skin. I do have a retinol from Drunk Elephant. I didn't put it in this video because sometimes with my sensitive skin, I still have a hard time getting a handle on retinol. I'm still trying, and I'm still trying to find the best ways to use it, but this is again a good and natural alternative to it. I've never had any issues with these Olehenriksen products really causing me a lot of redness, like peeling of my skin. I've had my skin peel when I've used the retinol before too. So again, just trying to find the best ways to use that. But going back to this one from Olehenriksen, it's also really nice for hydrating. This one is more of a thicker cream too, so this can be a good alternative to a night serum that's not quite as powerful as the Drunk Elephant. But if you don't need that, if you don't have a lot of skin issues but you still want, you know, some skincare benefits at night, this can be a good option for you. One product that I have been really impressed with that I didn't really see coming is from Farsali. This is their Volcanic Elixir. This is just a tiny guy. I purchased a 4-pack of their serums from Sephora just to try them out. This was kind of like the wild card in there, and actually has probably ended up being my favorite product from them. So the full size of this is $39, which I didn't think was bad because their serums, like the Rose Gold serum and like the Skin Tune Blur and all of that, those are $54, and this one for skincare is $39 for the full size, which I didn't think was too bad. But this has the Tamanu oil is the ingredient in here, and looking it up, it's supposed to be, once again, really good to soothe acne prone skin, to soothe even like acne scars. It's supposed to be really good for hydration. It recommends this product for people with dry skin and even eczema. Once again, when I'm having really inflamed skin or really red skin, I go to this product and I enjoy it so much. This is a very natural product and it doesn't smell the best, so sometimes I get a little bit self-conscious of it. Once again, it's a very natural product. It doesn't have you know, fillers or anything else in there. I was reading the reviews when I bought the set from Sephora, and so many people were saying how it really helped with their redness and their acne. So when I tried it, I was like, this I was not expecting, but I was really pretty impressed with this one from Farsali. Moving over to some moisturizers, one of my favorite moisturizers that I've mentioned quite a bit, and I've gone through these, they've been in my empties videos. A lot of times my empties have a ton of skincare in there too, and I really talk about what I would repurchase, what's worth the price, so I will link that playlist in my description box also. But from Olehenriksen, this is the C-Brush Brightening Gel Creme. This runs for $46. This is really nice for hydrating and also brightening. I really enjoy using this in the morning. This is a pretty fresh one. I think I've only used this one like 2 different times, but I have gone through I want to say 2 of the full size of these moisturizers as well, and it's just one that I continually want back in my collection. And this one is a newer product. I went back and forth if I wanted to include it, but I've really been enjoying it, and I've been using it as my AM moisturizer for quite some time now, so I wanted to mention it and give my review and thoughts on it in here. This is from Milk Makeup. This is their vegan milk moisturizer. So this runs for $38. This is a very rich cream. This is supposed to be especially good for dry dry skin. And I don't know if you can tell, like, I have used a lot of it. I have been very impressed with it. My skin has really seemed to enjoy it also. But again, this is really good for hydration. It says it's good for soothing the skin. Thought it was really interesting that this has squalane in the ingredients, which again, I was talking about the Squallin Oil from Good Molecules and why I enjoy it so much. So I really wasn't surprised that I gravitated towards this product. Milk Makeup did send it over, but I'm really quite impressed with this. We are almost complete. Moving over to eye creams. My grandmother always told me that taking care of your under eyes was so important. She always stressed the importance of eye cream to me, and I have always used eye cream even back in college. So one is from Olehenriksen, and this is the Banana Bright Eye Cream. Again, I've gone through several of these. This one runs for $39. This is a bit of a fresher one. My friend Shayna sent this to me, and I was so excited because I had just run out, and instead of repurchasing this, I purchased a different one just to try it out, and I was like, oh man, I wish I had the Banana Bright Eye Cream. So thank you to Shayna, because I really enjoy having it back in my collection. I like to use this in the morning as well because it's especially really good for brightening. It's good for dark circles, and again, your eyes just kind of look more lifted in the AM, so I'm a big fan of that one. I also really enjoy from Belif. This is their Moisturizing Eye Balm. This is just a little mini. I had the full size in my most recent empties video, and then this was a point perk at Sephora, and I was like, I just used up my full size, but I really want it back. Again, this is really nice to throw into an overnight bag. The full size runs for $48. This is very lightweight. It is super moisturizing. It has some really nice ingredients in there too. Really good for dry eyes. When I would have a lot of dryness, especially on my under eyes, this was pretty much like my most reached for eye cream. So I'm really a big fan of this one from Belif. Then I also really do enjoy this one from Dermalogica. This one is more pricey. This is $69, but I've gone through multiples of these as well. This is the Stress Positive Eye Lift. So this one has the cooling wand on it, which just kind of feels nice, especially in the morning. It's really good for helping to firm up the under eyes, give the under eyes a bit of a lift. Also really nice for depuffing also, and I've been using this one for quite some time. Over to my lip creams. These are the two that I talk about the most. I've had these in multiple empties videos. From Laneige, I really do enjoy their lip sleeping cream. This one is $20. I know not everyone loves this one, and that's okay if you don't, but I do, and it works really well for me. I used to always have incredibly dry, cracked lips. It was extremely painful. Literally, my lips would flake off. I started applying the Laneige lip sleeping mask at night. It has really turned it around. I've never gone back to having that issue, which I'm very thankful for. So I have repurchased this one myself too, because I've gone through full sizes and minis. And then in the AM, I like to use the Kopari Lip Glossy. I just recently repurchased this one also. This one is $13. This one is a little bit more thicker. It's a little bit more hydrating as well. It lasts such a long time. When I put it on in the AM as part of my skincare routine, it lasts for hours, and I'm so impressed with it. The final products I'm going to finish off with is what I use to remove my makeup, because I do think that's very important. Ofra came out with a new product this year. This is their After Makeup Cleansing Balm. So this one runs for $15, and it just really helps melt all of the makeup off. I usually use this as the first step when I am double cleansing, which means I'm using this to really remove my makeup, lashes, adhesive, glitters, liquid lipsticks, face products, anything like that. It's just gonna really start to melt it all away, and then I will come in with another cleanser to help kind of wash away all of this, wash away all of the makeup, and then make sure that my skin is really cleansed. And then that's typically when I come in with a toner as well in the PM. A lot of times I would use like the Pixi toner after that, but I'm a fan of this. It really removes a lot, and I've also been using this a lot for swatches. I've been trying to get away from makeup wipes and all of that, so a lot of times I will use my Ofra Cleansing Balm to also remove like lip swatches, eye swatches, anything. It really takes everything off. I also really enjoy this one from Clinique. That's a highlighter. I also really enjoyed this one from Clinique. Not a highlighter. This is the Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. This guy runs for $30. I have a mini, and then I also do have a full size. So again, this is just a cleansing balm, and then when you apply it to the skin, it turns kind of more into like a milky oil, I would say, and it really helps take everything off. I really like this one too because it's very gentle. Again, you can use it on the eyes to remove your makeup, on your face, on your lips, and it's really going to take everything off, but it's really nice and gentle at the same time. And then the final product that I wanted to touch on is a similar product. This is from Drunk Elephant once again, the Sl1 Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. This one is $34. This one, again, kind of similar to the Clinique, and you can see that I'm getting way down there on this one. But it goes on like a little bit of a thicker balm, and then it turns a little bit milky at the same time. And again, I will use this to double cleanse because just like with the Ofra and the Clinique, you can kind of still feel it on your face. So that's why when I want to come in with another cleanser to really make sure I am removing all of my makeup, because that's a big thing. I mean, obviously never sleep in your makeup, that's a huge thing, but you also, days where you wear heavier makeup, I would suggest to double cleanse. I would suggest after you cleanse, come in with a toner. You want to make sure that you're getting all of your makeup off, because that's going to help with the congestion, and which is going to help if you are dealing with a lot of breakouts. So I think that that's really important. But I'm a big fan of this one from Drunk Elephant as well. Removing makeup, I think is very important, and those are some of my favorite makeup remover balms. Okay, I think we made it through this video. Again, I tried to touch on a lot of my staples, a lot of the products that I've been using for years, and I've been repurchasing a lot myself. I had a few newer items that I really wanted to talk about, and also some items that I've maybe had but I haven't used as much, but because of my skincare changing, I wanted to mention that also. Please let me know in the comments, what are some of your favorite skincare brands or some of your like holy grail skincare products? Maybe let us know your skin type in the comments too, so if others are reading it and they have similar skin types, skin conditions, skin issues, you know, maybe we can all help each other out. Skincare can be such a tricky thing, especially to give reviews on, because it's such a personal thing, because everyone's skin is different, everyone's skin needs is different, and there are so many different things that affect the way our skin is reacting, from medications to our diets to you know, if we are someone who gets to go to a spa every week or every month for professional treatments. Skincare can just be one of those trickier topics because one product can work so differently on the next 10 people. So those are just, you know, my experience with these products and the ones that I continually love and use. So I hope you enjoyed hearing about them. Again, thank you so much to Sigma Beauty for working with me on this video. I'm just really excited to work with them, and I think it's so fantastic that they put out the individual skincare brushes, especially if there's one that you really enjoy or you want multiples of. Now you can purchase them individually instead of the set, and all of the brushes are under $20, which is fantastic. Again, you're going to get that 2-year warranty with them as well, and my affiliate code Samantha will save you some money if you wanted to pick any of them up and try them out. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm sure it was a little bit longer, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support. I hope that you enjoyed this video, you found it helpful. If you did, make sure to give this one a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.